to go all the way out. I do that all the freaking time. Here, I'll be right back. It is hot as poop doodle in my house, and I thought I turned it on, so.
X.
Yeah, and that's why I'm thinking we downloaded a lot of it, Riffaroo, but again, I'm not sure. Yeah, they definitely did. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn my AC up. Dude, why does it feel so
No, the guy with the arrow, you have to play defense on. That's bad. X. Okay, go. Use the right. Yeah, use. No! My. Excuse me. Mike, if I lose this game, I'm taking the controller back. Go. Oh.
Dude, I have my whatchamacallit set on a timer, and it had really lowered it.
What? No, it wasn't.
We'll see. I'm hoping it's a quick one.
Mike is ball hogging right now and doing trash. Oh, no, you're not.
2 speed imprints. Tanky. I bet you this Ken is tanky AF.
No.
But he does like no damage, but he's tanky. And you're gonna crit him, and he's gonna hit you for like 7 zillion points. He's gonna hit you so hard that you go back in time.
Oh.
He's gonna hit you so hard when you start your next match, you're already gonna be half health.
Mike, what time do you have to get off?
Alright. There we go. Alright, let's do this. I don't see anybody on this list that's appealing, though. At all.
Once you get off, I think they go outside.
No, this A collie is going to be fast. This rule has a C Armin to protect
Mike,
her.
score at least 1 point to make me look good.
Oh my gosh, all these... Oh, wait. We can do this one. We'll pop the rule. It would be nice if it's short, but if it is, I bet we will have to fight Mini Ross for access.
What are you doing?
Good up, dude, let's be honest though. We haven't had a problem with Roz since Dizzy.
I'll show you how to play.
Wait, was it Dizzy? No, it was Bacon. We haven't had to fight with Roz since Bacon because Dizzy went pretty smooth. There was no running. So I remember YDC said he was going to end his stream as soon as Ross started running. And Ross never started running. So it went pretty smooth. So I'm hoping that the same is true for tomorrow. Baby boy, calm down. My son's really excited right now. I had Mini Roz during Dizzy, but it wasn't bad. Oh, really?
I got this. Give me this. Give me this.
It wasn't... I never had him once during Dizzy. It was like completely smooth, but Bacon, of course...
Did I make it?
Bacon was like forever.
Did I make it?
Skins would be nice, but people are going to quit if the skins give stats and they're behind a paywall.
Did I make it? I think I made it.
Yeah, Bacon was horrible, dude. For the first collab, I mean, that first day was ridiculously horrible.
Why are you trying to touch your shoelace?
It was really bad.
Ooh. Beautiful. Oh, yeah.
Swimsuit says, alright.
Oh.
Hey, GCBM. Good to see you. It's been a while. I haven't really seen your name pop up that much.
Okay.
This is an interesting team. I want to try to cleave it. I've never tried to cleave a Ken before, but we're going to try it.
Yes.
It's really interesting. Hey, Golix. Swimsuit Phantasm or Riot. That's hilarious. That is... Well, in the U.S., Golix, I'm sure PETA would have a problem with that. Since they have pretty much a problem with everything. Oh, I can't... Well, question answered. I can't cleave a Ken. a fire. I mean, I didn't think I could, but I want to try. Just for poos and grins.
Oh.
I mean, it's still winnable, I think. Unless Old Man pops off. If Old Man pops off, it's pretty much done.
Be right back.
Yeah, definitely if Old Man pops off, we're done. I mean, you can't cleave it if you don't properly buff up. Oh, I didn't buff up? I thought I did. I've made that mistake a million times before. Wait, no, I did buff. I did buff. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. He has a sliver. We're so dead. We're so dead. At least now I know I can't cleave a kin, though. I know that Charles is pretty lit, dude. There's no reason for me. Oh, wait, I can't. Yeah, it's over. It's over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you while I'm on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for a heartbreak? I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you while we're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for a heartbreak? Yeah.
Mike.
I might have listened to this quite a bit. So, I'm like been checking out a new game, guys. And I'm interested to see what... Oh my god. So I'm interested to see what you guys think. If you've looked at it or if you've watched any streams with it. But it's whatchamacallit? Oh gosh. I can't think of the word now because we're so totally screwed here. 21 Killas. That is a new name, and I do like to welcome everyone personally to my stream the first time they come out. So I want to say thank you for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the stream. No, it's not Overhit. God, no. Overhit does not look like my kind of game. It's 7 Deadly Sins. It's not even in the US yet. It's all in Korean or JP. But I've been watching Class Basso play it in the morning. And honestly, that game has me fairly interested. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it looks hecka interesting.
The right trigger makes you shoot too.
Oh, you've been trying to promote it? Have you? Really? So you've been playing it? No. I already dude, we have this. Maybe it wasn't you, Wrath of Light, but I already have an Era Light account, and I played it for quite a while, and I just don't enjoy the game. So, no. No, thank you. Yeah, it is based on the anime GCBM. We're so dead. I mean, but I appreciate Cez not giving up, though. I legit appreciate him not giving up. Hey, Meepo Dewey. Did you play? Yes, I played day 1 until quite a while, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I've logged in. I came back briefly for like about a week when they released the Angels from SW. I came back very, very... Oh my god. The lucky... He has it next turn, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's over, guys. It's over. That frickin' stun is the nail in the coffin. Yeah, nah, I'm good, dude. I have no desire to play Air of Light again. Although, Barcode likes it a lot. Barcode went back to it after DHC. And he makes videos for it and everything. I'm just not interested. Tried it. Went back for the Archangels because I like... Well, actually, I went back for the Archangels and for the Valkyries. I actually pulled a Cammy. I pulled a Cammy. I didn't pull any of the Archangels.
No, you're not.
And, oh, wait. Why did I do that? I'm out of freaking tickets. All right, it's lab time. But, so I pulled it, and I was like... I played it, and I was like, nope. Still no. Hard no. I am perfectly happy in Epic 7. I honestly have no desire really to play anything else, to be completely honest with you. Other than 7 Deadly Sins. I do really want to play 7 Deadly Sins, to be completely honest with you. But other than that, Don't want to play Overhit. Don't want to play Air of Light. Don't want to play pretty much all the current ones that are out minus Epic 7. You know what? I'm going to try her in this team today. Why not, right? Why not? Let me see if she is good for morale, though.
I have, like, I don't even have an F no more. I have, like, a cloud.
Oh, it's only 31 points. Ugh. Who else could we run her with, though? Who else would have good...
What?
People have been wanting me to run with Dizzy. Like, what if I took out Lidica and put in Dizzy? My Dizzy gear is crap, though. It is honest to goodness crap. I haven't leveled... Oh, 37 points. 1 point better. But I don't think this team can do it. But we're going to do it because I just want to see it. If we wipe no skin off my back... we've got a decent team. Let's do the stealth boss, actually. Let's do it. Let's see how it goes. Wait, but isn't Dizzy gonna miss all the time and it's gonna suck? Ah, what the hell? We'll do the stealth boss. I don't even care. Whatever. Like, I've never tried this team. This team isn't any good. We're gonna find out. Like, there's really no hardcore damage at all in this. It won't matter, honestly. All right. I don't know, dude. Have you seen my Dizzy's gear? It's not leveled. It's not leveled.
Trey is 21 kills.
In what?
Who just subbed to you?
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
21 kills, guy. Mike, I actually want to win.
Cool. Thanks, Trey. Golex, yes, I have watched the anime, my friend. I absolutely have. Oh, wow, she's actually doing decent damage with my crap gear that I have on her. Like, I have absolute... I mean, not crap as in it's not good. It's good, it's just not leveled. I think her ring has no levels in it.
No. Pass the ball.
Oh, wow, she got this done.
Pass
Nice.
the ball.
Good job, Dizzy.
Pass the ball. Pass the ball.
I'm honestly really liking Leluka. I know she gets a lot of hate on Reddit, but I'm really liking her. Oh, and speaking of that, okay. So speaking of new units, I'm actually going to be changing the format of my hero reviews for my next hero video. I'm completely changing the format, and I think it's going to be a better, more informative format and less dry, right? Because I was watching some of my videos, like really trying to, because I do that sometimes, where I think about, all right, I'm a viewer, and I want to get information out of this.
Mike,
and while I give good information, I feel like it's
pass.
slightly boring. Like, there's not enough that happens. It's just kind of, you know, it's me talking, which is good, because it gives you good information. But how many people have the attention span for that nowadays? So I'm going to put in, like, I'm going to break up my review into sections. And then I'm going to timestamp the sections so that they're all in the description. So if people want to know about something specific, they can just jump to the timestamp. Then I'm going to do an intro, like showing the character, doing what the character does. Like really quick with not my picture or anything. Just the intro saying like, you know, here's how I feel about this character. Here's how I think this is going to go, etc., etc. Just with, you know, the character doing its S3, its S2, its regular attacks, killing things. And then I'm going to go into the, like, break it up into parts for the review.
Watch, I'm about to...
So each section will have, like, okay, I'm specifically talking about this. And then you could skip through it just by clicking on the bookmarks. I'll see how it goes with my next video. It's going to take me a lot longer than it normally would. But I'm interested to see what the feedback from Reddit will be.
Oh, this is the third...
Because I'm always trying to improve. Like, really, I'm always trying to improve and get better... Not only YouTube editing skills, but just, you know, being able to adapt and not staying the same.
You suck.
So I hope you guys like
no
it.
points.
I do plan on having it out by Friday. Like, soft promise on that, because it's going to be a busy week for me at work. So, soft promise it should be, especially because there's going to be a significant investment in it.
No, I did
more
not.
so than I normally do.
I got 9.
So we'll see. Hopefully you guys like it. I will, of course, as always, post it to Reddit. and it will be available within my Discord. If you don't have my Discord channel, this is the link. And if you don't, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do so. Please, I beg of you. There's the link for YouTube. I am 100 subscribers from 1,000. I beg you. Subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't. Please. Pretty please with sugar on top. And a cherry if that's what you're into. I mean, I'm not big on... I like cherries in shakes, believe it or not.
Yes.
I don't know why that's really hard to believe, right? A little whipped cream, a little cherry. Pretty normal thing. I don't know why I would say believe it or not.
Yeah, they said that.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. It should be interesting. And more YouTube stuff. So I tried to make a channel trailer, like a little quick 30-second trailer. And I really sucked at it. It was terrible. The music didn't fit. So I'm still working on it, but I scrapped the first one. Because I think a channel trailer would be nice. Like, you know, it's something I want to do, but it was horrible. It was honestly horrible. It was so horrible. I was like watching it. It's like cringe. It's like, this isn't good. This isn't good. So I went back to the drawing board on that, but it is something I am still working on though. It is not, I haven't tabled it. But first I want to see how this review format works out. If it does, then I'll try to, of course, still keep to one video a week, which so far I've been doing. And then all of the reviews going forward will have that same thing. That easy to follow, I guess, or guided, more guided than it is now. I guess, is that the right word? I guess you can consider it guided. All right, let's turn this off because the boss is coming up soon, right? Oh, not too soon, but I want to save my skills for the boss. And Golex, I haven't watched the movie though. To come back to your question, I've yet to watch the movie for Seven Deadly Sins, but I am all caught up in all the seasons that are available on Netflix because that's where I was watching it. So I am all caught up. I'm waiting for what, the 3rd season now, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I am liking Luca, though. Leluca. I think she's really good. Like, I have Bologna's gear on her, and it's really making me want to get Leluca's own dedicated gear. I have been farming Wyvern, but no luck. You haven't seen the movie yet? Yeah. The movie was, I heard, is good. I hear it's good. So I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I'll be honest, the first time I watched Seven Deadly Sins, I didn't like it. And then I was bored one day, and I was like, you know what? I didn't have anything new to watch on Crunchyroll, and I really want to watch anime, so I was like, you know what? I'll go back and give it another try. And the second time, when I got through a few more episodes, I started over from the beginning, just, you know, because it's been a while since I've seen it. I was like, all right, this is really good. I don't know what my issue was the first time. I really don't know what my issue was the first time. Although, that one character, though, I forget his name, because it's been a minute since I've seen it. What is it? Pride? Is it the Sin of Pride? The one who gets hotter? Like, the stronger he gets, the hotter it gets around him. That dude seems OP broken. Like, he seems like he's like the Seven Deadly Sins equivalent of ML Aura. Was he like the lion or something like that? Escanor, yeah. He seems so, well, in the day he seems so OP, obviously. But at night, you know, he's the wimpy shopkeeper guy. But yeah, that game, honestly, guys, it looks really, really good. Like, the Seven Deadly Sins games looks really, really good. Like, I've been watching Class Basso play it almost every morning.
I'll be right back.
And it looks really fun. And this is going to seem weird, Because it's really not different from like 2, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. But for whatever reason, I don't like it when a game refers to rarity as R, what is it, like common, R, SR, SR, SSR. I don't know what it is about that, but I don't like it. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it could be 2, 3, 4, and 5-star. It'd be the exact same thing, right? It's just instead of a star, it's a rating, right? I don't know why I dislike that. I know it's super common. I know it. And it's really, again, there's no difference between saying this is a 2, 3, 4, and 5-star, right? I get that. But for some reason, to me, it just bugs me when they refer to it as SR and SSR. I don't know why. I honestly don't understand me when it comes to this. Because I'll be thinking about it like, why does this bother you, Val? Why are you like so hung up on how they're referring to it when it literally makes no difference? You can substitute 2, 3, 5-star and it's still the exact same thing. Right? Exact same thing. Hey, Mad Gamer. What's up, Valance? Excited for the new content tomorrow? Do you think there will be another banner tomorrow? I don't know. I don't think there'll be another banner. When does Leluca's banner end? Like, when does it say her banner is over? If her banner is over tomorrow, then odds are very good that there will be a new one. So I assume we start with this, right? I'm assuming we do. Yeah, if her banner goes until the 19th, I don't suspect there will be a new banner, but I could be, absolutely could be wrong.
Wait till the ranked match is over.
Absolutely could be wrong. But I'm hell of excited, Brotato. Are you excited, though? Oh, that's possible. They could do that. They could do that. Let's give some... Do we want combat readiness? Do we want combat readiness? Or do we want to smack them? Let's smack them. Let's let Leluca do her thing. Alright, what happens if you burn this? Oh, no. We don't need to do that. This S3 looks so cool. Oh, yeah, definitely. Double banner can happen, for sure. You are not wrong.
No, I can't join you. Okay.
Dude, I'm, like, crazy excited for tomorrow. Like, I was reading the developer notes just like, yes. Like, everything they said was just the right thing to say. Like, absolutely everything they said was just music to my ears. There was, like, no bummer news in all of that. It was just good. Oh, poop. I already used my AoEs. Oh. Why don't you guys remind me I needed to save an AoE? Oh, wait, no. I've got Tamarine. We're good. Oh, wait, her attack is AoE. Her attack is AoE. I forgot. I don't use her. Technically, this is Dizzy's premiere. Technically. It is her premiere. Because I honestly don't use her for anything. Like, legitly, this is the first time she's getting used. No, Arky doesn't knock out a stealth, Brotato. He does not knock out a stealth. I know, that's why I'm building her. She's 55. I'm actually leveling her. Legitly, I'm actually leveling her. No, not even kidding. Not even kidding. Dude, I can't wait for the patch. It's gonna be lit. Like, I almost took the day off just to cover the patch notes and to do a pre-patch stream while we do other stuff, while we wait for the servers to come back up. But I was like, no, the servers are going to be down most of the time. And I don't think you guys would like watching my side piece. My side piece game isn't really exciting. It's pretty much all auto. It's not a gacha. So I was like, nah. Dude, this is kind of cool. I don't have to worry about saving an AoE with her. Normally, I bring units where it's like, oh, I have to save the AoE for when he does his thing.
Can you guys churn whatever that
So it's kind of nice to not have to worry about that. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, that was Mike. Never mind, Mike.
Although, if we did have a different team, this would already be over. Although, I mean, everyone's doing good damage. I don't have a problem with the damage output.
Oh. Mike, frick you. Turn it off.
Like, Leluka is definitely working. Their last update happened during the morning. I remember shutting the servers in the afternoon. Wow, he went out of his own stealth. Like, he wasted his own... Good job there, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
I really got to skill up her Leluka's S3, though. It needs to be skilled up.
Put the little stupid song in there. Why?
It legitimately needs to be skilled up. So far, this team's pretty decent. I don't think I could use it on Hell. We don't need the barrier, do we? Nah, we don't need the barrier. We don't need no stinking barrier. I mean that they didn't shut... Oh, yeah, they did shut the servers down for the update, bud. I remember them shutting it down, didn't they? Unless I'm smoking the devil's lettuce.
It just says, wake up, wake up.
Dude, that's her S1 with no skill ups, hit, and there's no armor break, and it hit for 9k. That is really good. No skill ups at all.
What's wrong with that?
Like, 0 skill ups. Like, could you imagine? Ah, whoops. Whoopsie, I forgot. Sorry, Diane. Oh, I didn't get you killed anyway. We're good. Alright, that was actually pretty decent. It makes me want to invest more in Leluka. For sure, it makes me want to invest more in her. You know what? We're actually going to take her to council. F it. Because we're going to do the more annoying bosses to see how they do. And council, if you guys don't know, is my most hated boss. I cannot stand council. I have her on attack set. What is your gear for her? Attack or speed? I don't remember. Isn't that sad? I legit, I'm not avoiding it, Mad Gamer. I legit don't remember if it's attack or if it's, I'm being so serious. Oh, Leluka. Okay, we use her both times. I honestly don't remember if it's attack or speed. It's one of the two.
Why do you run red dot?
But it's crit chance, attack, crit chance, attack for the right-hand side for the percentile slots. Alright, I haven't looked at what Leluka says for this, so I'm going to read it. Sad memory. Planet Ricos was so beautiful. I have so many good memories. Alright, and then what's the next one say? Advice. I shouldn't get close to someone who's such a flirt, right? Oh, who's she getting close to? Who's she getting close to? Who are you trying to hook it up with? It's cool. I have her with crit damage necklace. Yeah, I wanted her with crit damage necklace, but I couldn't get all my crit and substats. So that sucked. I was like, no, I didn't have a choice.
That's all she does. She plays with Kevin. And then
I actually don't use her for the armor break as much as I use her just for the raw damage. I'm missing out on half of her kit, I guess.
As soon as Kevin joins, like,
No, not that I guess. I know I'm missing out on half of it. I think it's Violet too. What do you think it's Violet? You want her so bad? She's pretty nice, dude.
And then, legit,
you still have time, dude. Don't give up. Go for it.
Like, stop trying to get my attention.
Whip out that credit card and go to work. The credit card solves all problems, Rifferoo. Solves all problems. Just whip it out. Do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do to bring your girl home. Don't you want her to come home to you, man? If you want her to come home, you gotta do it. I'm all like pressuring him. Poor guy. He's like, dang, Val. No, I'm kidding, dude. Don't burn your credit card down.
She texts me a lot at night.
My bank account is, it's dry. I got you. I've been there, man. I shouldn't be encouraging that kind of mentality. I really shouldn't.
What a
I mean that
player.
seriously.
The
like,
person that
you know what I
calls
mean?
me
people have more important things they should spend their money on than video games. I mean this legitly, guys. Don't ever put yourself in harm's way for a gacha. Financially, I mean, it's not worth it. But if you have the extra money, like, you know, if you normally drop 1, 2, 3K or whatever a month just on frivolous stuff, you know, I don't know. Maybe you like fly fishing or something and you spend a lot on whatever related to that per month. And you decide, hey, I want to spend all that 1 or 2, 3K on gachas. That's when it's okay. But never put yourself in a bad financial situation for a gacha. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Overall, these are just pretty little pixels that could go away at any time. Like, the company could be like, F this game, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I mean, not that they would do it, but they can. Right? And there goes all your stuff. Dude, everybody is excited about ML Cecilia. I'm assuming you're going to use her if you pull her Mad Gamer on Arena Defense and Guild Wars Defense is my assumption. Is that correct? That's my guess. Because I don't see her use on offense. Maybe I'm just short-sighted, but I really don't see her use on offense.
I didn't get a FaceTime call.
Okay, alright. I thought so.
I said I didn't get a FaceTime call.
Yeah, if I were to pull her, I'm debating on if I'm going to or not. But if I pull her, I will put her... I'll take out Kayron and I'll put her in.
Okay, Trey, do it again.
I have ML Ball, but I don't have any good speed gear for him. Oh, that's a bummer. ML Ball is so good. So very good. He's a unit I want for sure. Gosh dang, dude. Her damage just scales so well as they get lower. Like, it's just so good. I really like Leluka. Like, I really, really like this girl. Like, I have no regrets building her damage at all. But she doesn't have her own gear. That's the thing. And she's not keeping Bellona's gear. I love Bellona. Bellona is bae. So Bellona is getting her gear back when I'm done playing with Leluka. Like, I do want Leluka to have her own gear set, though. I do. And I have been farming Wyvern, trying to get that done, but so far, no luck. No luck. You hate the clapper? What's the clapper? Oh, ML Ball. I like it. Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off. That clapper. Was that, just curious to my my international viewers, was the clapper a big thing in your country? It was very big here in the US. Wish it was better. Only 20% more damage on her S1 when enemy is at 1% health left, but good lord if she doesn't nuke things. Have you tried farming Golem for her gear? I need a lot of speed gear, so no. I need speed, because it's not just her I need to gear up. And also, Eluse Must. That is a new name, and I do like to greet everyone personally the first time they come to my stream. So I want to say thank you for coming out, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. So yeah, because I need a lot more gear for a lot of other units, not just her, I do want to make a gear, get her gear from there. So that's how I want to build her. I do want her on speed. Speed effectiveness or speed crit. I don't care. Whichever one gives me the whichever one I get the best drops for first is basically how I'm looking at that particular conundrum.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree. 100%, and that's how I want to gear her, with speed. Like, crit damage, attack, assuming that I can get my crit chance and substats. I don't think we're going to make it to the boss. I think we're going to be like one space short. My Tenebria has over 4,200 attack and speed set. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I know it can be done. That's why I'm farming Wyvern. It's 100% why I'm farming it. Plus, it lets me play with Leluka more. But we still wipe if I don't get armor break from TG. I want to actually build a better team around her in Wyvern. And I thought about taking out TG and gearing my Luna again. And giving Luna a try. Like with better gear than the first time around. Yeah, I think I would go crit damage though, attack. Assuming I could get all my, like I was saying, all my crits and substats. I'm pretty sure that's what I would do. I'm almost positive that's what I would do. Well, but like, it all depends on what the drop gods decide to give me, to be honest. For all I know, the drop gods are going to give me absolute garbaggio, and it won't matter one bit, or one way or another as the song goes. So we've got 2 more attacks left. Ah, I wouldn't use her for cleave though. Too much immunity, which means I would need to bring a stripper, and I don't want to bring a stripper. I mean, I know that's borderline lazy, if not just straight up lazy, but I really don't want to bring a stripper. It's funny, I was missing on AoE defense break until Luca banner. I definitely pulled her, I leveled her, 6-starred her, and geared her. This morning I pulled Tenebria. Nice. I mean, it's one of those happy things, right? I think Leluca is really good. Either way you would have went, I'm pretty sure you're happy. They're both good units.
I'm about to curve the bullet.
Yeah.
Curve it.
Curve it, Josh.
Curve it.
Curve it.
Oh. Oh yeah. No, don't surrender.
You guys know about how to curve the bullet, right?
I already said no.
My cleave does so much damage in the sand. Also use my cleave team for normal raid. Oh, nice. Yeah, I have no regrets. Thanks to Luca, she helped me pass Abyss for 84 and 85. Nice. I still need to do 83. Now that my Dizzy is higher and has on some gear, I'll probably give it a try tomorrow. I can't do it today because I already used all my stones to purify. I do want to level my Dizzy's ring though. My Dizzy is not built for damage. She's just built effectiveness and speed. Yeah, we're going to be 1 short. Oh, maybe not. No, we are, because this is going to be 30. And we're going to be in a fight. Yeah. So we were 7. I need to push Abyss. I just hate how slow. Dude, that is my whole problem with Abyss. Every time someone asks me how come I'm not further, it's just too slow. And if you happen to wipe, like in the last phase or something, then you have to start all over again. And it's like, oh my gosh. I do not relish that. Wait, why am I not using abilities? We have to exit out of this anyway. I don't know why I'm not. Dizzy plus Lidica carried me through everything to 86. I haven't tried any of the higher ones yet, though. Let's buff this. Let's buff this. Let's just blow all of our cooldowns, because we can't fight the boss after this. We're going to be negative 37. Dude, let's skill burn it. What does it do on it? Grants an extra turn. Perfect. Skill burn it. We don't have anything else to do. Alright, push him back. Push him back. Way back. Dude, transform. Again, there's literally no reason for us to save all this. We can't fight the boss.
Bro, I'm freaking fired up. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
These guys are like, dang, they're just nuking us to heck and back. But why? What did we do? We were just hanging out. Because okay, imagine you're the bad guys, right? Imagine you're these bad guy buds. Are they even bad, first off? Okay? Are they even bad? You're like hanging out with your queen. You're just, you know, you're in your place, dude. You're not killing anybody. You're not raiding villages. You're just hanging out in your bug hive, doing what bugs do, right? Chilling with the queen, trying to get some of that, you know what I mean? You're like, yo, baby, what's up? You know, I'm the right bug for you. You just hanging out. Then 4 people just come out of nowhere and start killing all your friends left and right. It's like, what do we do? What do we do? And then to make it worse, like, you see him sifting through your friend's body parts looking for goo-covered boxes. You're like, Jesus, that was Phil. His birthday was tomorrow. Why are you rooting through his innards and taking his gooey box? Like, poor bugs, man. What did they do to deserve this horrible thing that we just ran up in there and did? Like, we just literally, we kicked down the door and just started wrecking their life, man. We're such a-holes, dude. We are. Hey, we got bookmarks. Use them tomorrow. The only good bug is a dead... I feel the only good arachnid is a dead arachnid. But I don't have a general problem with bugs. Just arachnids. That's my issue. Hey, we got a galaxy bookmark. Awesome. We got a galaxy bookmark. Alright, let me buy the 120... No, wait. I'll buy the one from Guild. I'll buy the one from Guild. And then we'll go back in. Hi, buddy. Hey, Yakuro1974. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I know you're not a new face. I'm getting used to seeing your name around.
Whoa, Shay.
So it's good to see you. Thank you for coming out. Let's go here. Even butterflies creep you out? Really?
Shay, on my screen, you're teabagging.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of? And as I've said many a times, I am a huge cartoon fan here. But there is an episode of SpongeBob where there's a butterfly that gets undersea and it ends up scaring, like they pretty much end up destroying the town trying to get away from it because everyone's afraid of it. And that's what that just reminded me of, Riffer. Good, I'm happy you're doing good, man. I'm happy you're doing good. I'm happy I'm seeing you more. That feels great. Our little community is growing. Oh, did you see Godzilla, by the way? It was pretty good.
Wait, Leah, you're...
I enjoyed it. But I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I've been watching it since forever, pretty much, to be honest with you. So, I mean, it could have been anything other than the 98 Matthew Broderick version, and I would have liked it. Because the Matthew Broderick version, even I couldn't lie to myself. That movie was horrible. Funny thing is, though, that was the first Godzilla my kids were exposed to, and they really liked that Godzilla. And it's like, little do they know that is the worst of the Godzillas. At least to their dad. Excited? Dude, I'm hella excited. I want to, but you're broke for the next 2 weeks. Dude, I've been there, man. I've been so broke before I couldn't even afford to pay attention. I mean, I've been
how can
broke.
you be so broke that you can't pay attention?
Because you got to pay for it.
Wait, what?
Because you got to pay for it. Alright, here we go. Wait, this is the one we can buff on. It's the debuff. Oh, wait, we can't debuff this one.
Sorry.
That's right, we can't debuff them. We can't That's right. Oh, this is going to take forever. I didn't bring anyone that can hit hard without armor break. Normally I have Lorena for this portion of the boss. Well, poop. I didn't think this through. I didn't think it through. I did not think this through at all. Because I can't use, like, I can't use Dizzy's S3, which doesn't really do damage. I can't use Leluka's S3 because it does armor break. So this is going to be long to get him through this phase. It's actually going to be really long. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't. I did not think this team through. For this particular boss, at least. I mean, it'll be able to do it. It's just going to be so slow. As cheese as those old movies were, those Godzilla films, dude, they were amazing. Like Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, Godzilla versus King Kong, Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. Dude, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla is like one of my favorites because of Jet Jaguar. Jet Jaguar. Go help Godzilla. Woo, woo. Woo!
Draw.
Dude, oh man, good times. Good times. And Jet Jaguar was basically Ultraman. He was Ultraman. Then he'd grow big, and him and Godzilla. And then they were fighting, what was the one flying one that was helping Mecha Godzilla? The one that has, like, his hands are hooked. And, like, Ultraman grabbed him and had his arms, and it was waving Godzilla over to come hit him. And then Godzilla would run and then slide on his tail, like with his legs, and boom, and ram into him. That was so awesome. I remember watching that as a kid going, yeah, get him, Godzilla. That was so good. I remember day one of Raid made it to this boss and then never went back to Raid for months. This boss is hella annoying, dude. You know the funny thing is, I like Godzilla, but I also like it when shows and movies make fun of Godzilla. Like, one of my favorite shows that parodied a lot of other shows in its many years of still being on the air is South Park. When it was Sidney Poitier was like Gamera. And Barbara Streisand was like Mecha Godzilla. Barbara, Barbara. And what's his name? The drummer from that one band was like the Mothra equivalent. So that was hilarious. Oh man, was that good? Barbara, Barbara. Oh, I want to watch that episode of South Park now so bad. Sidney Poitier. And South Park is just so next level. Like, there's you can't go wrong with South Park. It is so freaking next level. Barbara, Barbara. Oh man, dude, that was one of my favorites. And then the episode where Cartman falls off the merry-go-round and he thinks he's a 15-year-old prostitute named Ming Lee. Sucky, sucky, long time.
You sounded like the penguin from Toy Story.
That episode was so freaking funny. Like, oh man, you could ask my wife too. I was in tears from laughing at that episode. It was freaking hilarious. Oh man, that old school South Park was the best. And then I like the one when Kyle's brother Ike, who's in like kindergarten, was sleeping with his teacher, the super hot teacher. And I like when Kyle goes to tell the cops, he's all, hey, Mrs. Whatever is sleeping with my brother Ike. And the cops are all like, wait, Ike from the kindergarten school on blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, that's her. Nice. That's what like everyone would say every time he would tell somebody. Nice. Oh my god, that episode so freaking good. And then Cartman was Dog the Bounty Hunter. And then of course that one chick who was Beth, and like you couldn't see her whole face because her boobs were like this high. And she'd run around. Nice. That was a good one. The one where Cartman couldn't wait for the Wii. And so he went to go freeze himself in the snow. But did Kenny die or just forget about him or whatever happened? Or an avalanche covered him up or something and he ended up like sleeping for 500 years like Buck Rogers, and it did the whole Buck Rogers thing. Oh, dude. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't watched South Park in a long time. Maybe even a decade. But I remember every time I watched it, it never failed to make me just gut laugh. Because it's just so funny. I like the one where Kyle is trying to mac on, what's that one girl named? Wendy? And so Kenny was going to teach him like how women are. And he's all like, Kenny, what do you know about women? He's like, ooh. He's like, how do you know she has a cat? Ooh, dude, that's sick. I was like, what? Oh my god, South Park was just crazy. I tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like the South Park movie. I did not like that. Why Team Suck? I have too many Fire Nat 5s. Do you really? You have a lot of Fire Nat 5s? We can't use this on the next boss, so let's just use it right now. Or, I mean, on the next form of this boss. I don't know what doing this is going to do. I mean, I don't know. Dude, we didn't land the... Oh, we did land the blind. Okay. I was going to say, we didn't land the blind? What? Man, you guys are quiet today. Why are you so quiet? I'm only missing 3 or 4 Nat 5s. Fire Nat 5s yourself. That's the only movie I laughed all the way through in a theater. Really? Can't you? You laughed all the way through South Park, the movie? Really? I just didn't think it was that funny. Because like I said, I honestly, at the time, that was the height of the show. So I was super excited for it. I just didn't think it was that funny. Like, the whole Kenny sleeping with Satan thing wasn't funny to me. I mean, it's not because of my religion. I tell you guys this all the time. I am Christian, but it wasn't funny. Like, it literally wasn't funny. So it was hard for me to find that whole Kenny and Satan sleeping together thing, like, hilarious. It was just like, why is this funny? It made no sense to me, like, why it would be funny. We missed half the jokes because the whole place was loud. Really? Oh, it was Saddam. That's right. It was Saddam. That's right. Hey, guy. Come on. That's right. It was Saddam. Now, I'll tell you the movie, though, that made me laugh my butt off. And it was by the same people. The first time I saw it, it's the same thing. Like, no one really could hear the movie because of all the laughter. But Team America... Oh my gosh. Me and a couple of buddies went out to a karaoke bar. And we did karaoke before we went to see it. And oh god, dude, we were dying. That movie, I thought that was quite possibly the funniest thing up to that point I'd ever seen in my life. Like, oh man. Every time they sung the song, America, F yeah. Coming again to say the M, F, and D, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because an actor. Only an actor could save us. Oh, my gosh. We need actors. But if you think about it, and I don't mean any disrespect to actors, because there's a lot of actors that do use their fame and stuff for good. But you ever notice how it's like always an actor who's like, they're going to bridge the gap? Like, they're going to be the ones that brings peace to this country. Like, and it's not always actor. Like, what was his name? Who says Kim Jong-un the second or whatever is like his best friend and all that? What's that dude's name? And he was going to bring, like, world peace. He's going to use his diplomatic skills with them because he's a cool guy and he's your friend. He's his friend and all that. What was that dude's name? The basketball player. Like, he was going to bring, like, world peace or whatever. And didn't he try to take credit when we got that one guy released who later died because of the injuries he got from being hostage? Like, didn't he come out and say that, like, he was instrumental in negotiating that or something? That's him. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's like, dude, come on, man. Come on. That took... I always wondered... I was just like, wow. Just wow. I guess the hubris of some people. We need actors. God. Man, there's so many great stupid comedies out there. I'm such a fan of stupid comedies, but you guys know that. You know, I'm so big into them. I don't know why I did that. Wasn't needed. Wasn't needed. Didn't need to do that. Did not need to do that. I don't know why I didn't buff attack there either. I guess I never want this to be over. I'd like to party and would have whoever... He lived in our area. I heard the wild stories. He liked to party and would have whoever over to his house. Dude, now that sounds cool. But I guarantee you it was one of those parties where stuff was there. I was... Honestly, if I was ever at a party like that when I was younger, I would just leave because it wasn't really my scene. Like, I didn't like being around stuff like... Not that I'm like a very conservative with that kind of thing. I don't mind it. It's just it tends to attract the wrong crowd a lot of times. And I didn't want to be caught in the crossfire kind of thing. So I just kind of avoided those parties, or if I found out that stuff like that was there, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. That's just me. Maybe people think it might be a little boring, but it's like, why? I just don't want to be around it, you know? Just don't want to be around it. I've never lived around a star, to be honest, or had any star like live in my. Oh, I guess that I know of, right? For all I know, man, like 4 blocks behind me, like Arnold Schwarzenegger could live there. For all I know, I'm not a very social person when it comes to my neighborhood. My wife is. She's the one who's like. My wife is the fisher in our family. She goes out and finds like the family friends and then brings them home. My wife is super great people person. Very outgoing, very interesting. Oh, snap. Really? Dude, that's cool. I'm eating sweet tarts. I love these things. I'm not a big hard candy person, but I will crack out on some sweet tarts. No joke. Once I bought like 3 boxes, like this size of these, and I was freaking strung out the next morning because they were all gone. I like woke up, mouth all dry, tasted like old sweet tarts every time I swallowed saliva. I have a sweet tart addiction. Usually those neighborhoods don't like rich people like that. At least if TV is to be believed. If TV is to be believed, they like their area very quiet, very status quo, and not very showy. From TV. If that's actually true in real life, I have no idea. I've honestly never known or hung out with an insanely rich person. So I don't know how they legit are behind closed doors. I have flown first class once. They were like, oh dude, we sold out, but our first class really isn't that full. As a courtesy to you, we'll upgrade you to first class. I was like, alright, dang, first class is nice. From that small taste of not being rich, but being in rich vicinity, those, like, people who are rich have it freaking made, man. Like, I mean, damn. Oh, I don't doubt that. There's a few things that I truly believe. One, I don't think anyone famous, rich, or a celebrity is better than myself. I think actually they're just as broken, just as flawed, just as messed up with the same issues as all of us. Two, I don't think there's any reason for me to be crazy excited, like jumping up and down, acting like a moron because I meet one. Because really, the only difference between them and me is that a lot of people know them and they make more money than me. But guess what? My boss makes more money than me, and a lot of people know him more than me. And there's no reason for me to be like all crazy about it. And the second thing is, the last thing is, I don't think we have any right at all to know about their life. I think these places like TMZ, like the Inquirer, Inquirer just flat makes stuff up. TMZ snoops. It's like, I don't think we have any right to be that involved in their life. It is jacked up because guess what? Like, they'll say something that you or I could say to each other or someone could overhear, and they'd be like, oh, Russ had a bad day. Russ is cool. You know, he's a cool guy. But God forbid a celebrity actually show that they're human and make a mistake. Dude, the papers will be like, this guy hates America, and how could he say this? He hates children. It's like, why do you get the right to judge them? Haven't you ever said anything or been angry or upset or had a bad breakup? What makes you entitled to be able to go through their life and judge them? Like, how about you open up your life and people are, well, they're in the public spotlight. Dude, you're the public eye when you walk outside. That doesn't give everyone the right to know your business as you're walking down the street. People aren't following you, taking pictures or judging. Oh, she went to the liquor store and got 5 candy bars. Oh, she's lost her figure. Let's see what she looked like last time in a bikini. Why is that fair? It's so messed up. And I understand why they get pissed, because they can't be a person. They can never be a person. And worse yet, crazy fans think that the people they're playing is that person. That has to be hell. Could you imagine, like, being known for, like Patrick Stewart, being known for, like, Star Trek, right? And then people are like, well, Patrick Stewart's Jean-Luc Picard. Patrick Stewart's not Jean-Luc Picard. I'm sorry, crazy fan, he's not. He's a dude like you and me. The dude may be the less technical person you've ever seen and the biggest joker on the planet. Completely opposite from Picard. Why do they have to get... I mean, they just have to suck for them, dude. Because people will honestly associate that character with who they are. And that's not who they are. It is a person. It is a character they're pretending to be. You ever played House? Like, you ever played... You know, you've ever LARPed? Yes, I've LARPed. That's not who you are. It's a character you're playing. Get over it. Sucks, man. Like, honestly, that is rough life. Did he really? I didn't know that. I don't read up on stuff like that. I feel like I'm being invasive in their lives. I don't think they're more messed up. I think what happens is the same thing that happens to normal. Normal's not the right word. I think the rich and famous aren't more messed up. I think what happens is what happens to any one of us who gets a lot of power really quickly. Imagine, say you're at your job, right? Say you're at your job, and like everybody is constantly at your job. Everyone is saying, oh, look how awesome this guy is. This guy's awesome. He can't do anything wrong. This guy's awesome. You got this whole hype team. You get promoted. You get your own department. Everyone in your own department's like, oh, this guy's awesome. This guy's awesome. He's great. They start giving you more and more and more power. Eventually, it's going to start affecting you, right? Because you don't have that counterbalance to someone to kind of like, you know, give you a little nudge. Like, hey, dude, this is good. But, you know, stay low. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't let it go to your head. They don't have that because the problem is there's so many people that start getting attached to them making money. Like, I mean, like, okay, so like when you're a star, you have all these people whose livelihood directly comes from you. Like, directly. So obviously they're going to be like, oh, dude, you're the greatest thing. You're awesome, blah, blah, blah. And you're being told that constantly. Constantly. I think it affects you, man. It really affects you. That's why I think the ones who stay the most grounded, who try to stay themselves and avoid the glitz and the glam as best they could, I think that's why those type of stars are the most successful and the ones you hear the least rumors about. Like, a couple I have mad respect for, like, seriously, like, this couple, every time I think about it, I'm like, holy cow, this has to be a benchmark for how to, like, just live and love the person you love. But Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones have been married frickin' forever. They separated once, worked out their stuff, like said, hey, you know, I'm sure they had a conversation where like, hey, I'm all messed up. This is what's going on. How can we work through it? They worked through it, got back together. They've been happy ever since. And look at the age difference there. And look how extremely popular those two people are, or were. Like, I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, two huge stars, right? Been married freaking forever happily with a huge age gap have they're not, I mean, I don't, again, I'm not into the tabloid stuff, but I don't ever hear my wife mention them. My wife gets into that sometimes. I've never heard her once say like, oh, did you hear about Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael? Dude, that's awesome. Like, how long have they been married? Like, freaking 20-something years, man. That's impressive. And I bet you they're really private people too. And I bet you they don't let themselves get all caught up. And they probably don't live in Hollywood either, where they have that constant influence. But anyway, I respect stars. There's quite a few I want to get to know. Just to be like, dude, I gotta like Jackie Chan. I would love to hear his story because I like old school kung fu movies. And he was trained at that one school. Like, I forget what it's called, but they trained a lot of the people back then. I would love to meet that guy and be like, dude, what was it like to go to the school? What was your mornings like? Like, actually get to know the guy, like in his life experiences. Not like, oh, dude, what was it like to play whoever you played? The Super Cop from Super Cop or whatever, right? Nah. I went to school with the son of Scotty from Star Trek. We were at his house to get some car stereo stuff, and he comes home with his wife carrying groceries out to their car like every other person. That was my first up close and personal with a real famous person, and was like, oh, it's a normal person. Really? Interesting. I never felt like they were more, like they weren't normal. Me personally. I mean, the fame messed them up. Fame can mess you up. I think it's harder on the kids. I think adults, if they come into it later in life, it seems like they do okay. But it seems like the younger you get in, the worse effect it seems to have on you. That's just from outside observation. That's very true. And Kent is right. Kent is right. But I would really like to meet some. But I really don't want to talk about movies, honestly. Like, really, my first question would be like, because I loved high school. Like, high school was amazeballs for me. And I like talking about, like, hey, what was your high school like? I think that would be my kind of thing. Like, what do you like to cook? Cooking, you guys don't know this. True story. I spend an obscene amount of time on YouTube watching cooking. And I would like to know some of the stars that I like. Do you like cooking? If you like cooking, what do you like to cook? And if you like to cook, what do you like to eat? Like, that's the kind of stuff, like, I would want to ask them. Like, what's your favorite meal? What's your favorite restaurant? Favorite type of food? You guys all know, you should know me. Mine is Mexican. I can eat Mexican food all day, every day for the rest of my life and never get tired of it. And I get the same thing. I'm not very adventurous. I get 2 cheese enchiladas, extra cheese and onions, 1 shredded beef taco, extra cheese, extra onions, and of course, they usually always come with beans and a side of rice. If I don't get that, I'll get the carnitas plate and warm flour tortillas to go with it, and fresh guacamole. I love guacamole. Not the stuff you get in the freezer at the grocery store. I'm talking about the fresh stuff. The stuff in the refrigerator will work. Like, so you get those oven taquitos because you don't feel like cooking that night. Get the oven taquitos. Grab one of those little saucers of guacamole out the fridge. You know, quick, easy dinner. But I like the real stuff too. But carnitas is like my favorite meat if I'm going to get a meat-based thing. And I like the crunchy. Carnitas can be cooked several ways. There's some places that do it like a little crunchy. And there's some that do it just like pulled pork. I'm a fan of the crunchy. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff I would want to like relate to them. Do they game? Obviously, gaming's a big deal to me. I mean, I assume like when they're not filming that they're, you know, doing their everyday life. So I'm sure they have hobbies. I'd like to know the hobbies. Like Colby Smothers. Colby Smothers is supposedly a big comic book fan. I'd love to talk to that girl and be like, girl, what is your favorite comic book? What got you into comics? Did you like it when Marvel made Peter Parker not the real Spider-Man? And of course, and if she says yes, she thought that storyline was awesome, me and Colby Smothers ain't gonna be friends no more. Because that was the worst thing Marvel could have done. Oh, he is a huge comic book fan? I didn't know that. Oh, he did? Really? Dude, I respect that. I got 4 long boxes. I used to have a ton of long boxes, but I got out of it. Dude, Amazing Fantasy number 15. Nice. There you go. See, that's the kind of stuff I think would be awesome, because if she did like it, then we can be like, all right, Kobe, you got to tell me, girl, why in the world do you like this? Like, what did you see that I did? I think that would be awesome to have this deep, like, because you find that connecting point, right? And I think that's important with them, because I would think in their mind you're one of two people. You're a fan who don't know what they're about, and I'm sure they respect their fans, but I can guarantee you that they're a different person when they know you're a fan. They're like, oh, hey, you know, nice to meet you. Let me give you an autograph, that kind of thing, right? But if they know you're just a person that just happens to think this is another person that's cool, I guarantee you there's a completely different side of them that you get to meet. That's the side I want to know. I don't want the super fan treatment at all. I have zero desire to have this super fan treatment. I don't think there's anyone I could meet where it'd be like, I'm a fan. I think I could meet some and they would be upset that I'm not really that excited. Like, I'd be like, all right, you know, it's cool. I met you. Like, all right. Do someone I want to meet just because in the, and this is recent, but Jason Momoa, just because he seems like he's cool, like, not his characters, but like the behind the scenes stuff from Aquaman, like where he's like kind of joking around with the cast and crew. I don't know if that's like just for the extra commentary or what, or if he's actually just like that cool, because I'm a joker. I'm a huge joker. Sometimes I take it a little bit too far, my wife will tell you. But I think that'd be cool to be like rapping with this dude, to be like, oh my god, I just pulled the greatest prank on Jason Momoa. And like he pulled that I think that would be cool to meet him, man. Be like, hey. And I also like to ask him, do you like comics or not? That one comes up a lot. I think the ones that would come up a lot with me would be comics, food, and video games. And then, of course, I will let them lead, like, well, hey, if you don't like these things, what do you like? And then hopefully find a common ground that we could talk about. And if not, that'd be all right. I also like reading. It's kind of funny I didn't mention reading, because back in the day, in a lot of my, like, a lot of people won't remember this, but like in the back of the day of ICQ, AOL Messenger, when these were like very popular messengers, MSN even had a messenger. I can't remember what it was called though. That was always what I put in my handle, was movies, reading, writing was always what I put for hobbies. And now, funny, I didn't mention it once here, but I do like to read. It's been a while since I've hardcore read though. You like to meet Mark Hamill since he was a Joker in Batman animated series and Luke in the Star Wars franchise. I actually heard Mark Hamill's a cool cat. I heard he's actually a really cool cat. Also heard, like, there's artists I'd like to meet, like Jim Lee. Oh my gosh. Jim, that would be so amazing to meet Jim Lee. Alright, Yakuro, have fun, my friend. Or sleep well. I said have fun. I saw you say have fun, and it made me want to reiterate it to you. But you have a totally great evening. But yeah, I think it's cool that you've been exposed to that, Smitty. That you've seen, you know, that life. I think that's super cool. Yeah, I know. That's where I really started liking him. What was disappointing, though, is I have a buddy who, he lives right across the way. He's also hardcore comics. And in addition to being a Jim Lee fan, I was a huge Todd McFarlane fan. And my buddy was saying that he met Todd McFarlane and he's not the nicest person. That really upset me, because I was hardcore fan of Todd McFarlane, but my buddy's like, nah, dude, I met him. Not a very pleasant person. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. And I trust my buddy. My buddy isn't like one of those people that just makes stuff up. Like, he said he actually met him at a show. He wanted to get his autograph, and he was a little rude with him. Like something he didn't do or something. I can't remember. I have to ask him. I'll ask him to tell me the story. Santa USD. First off, Santa USD, that name is new. I do like to greet everyone personally the first time that they come into my stream. So thank you for coming out, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Now, on to your question. What are your thoughts on live PvP coming for E7? I think it's kind of dumb, because now I gotta wait for the fool. Oh, Santa. Wait for the fool to make his move and not have a quick game. Santa, I had not heard it's coming, but it sounds like you are in the know, my friend. I have no feelings for it either way. I was not a fan of it in SW just because, like you, in my arena matches, I am looking for speed. But typically, all the games that implement that give you a choice whether you want the, passive version or live version. As long as they do that, I think it's fine. Because regardless of how you and I feel, there is still a very hungry community that would want something like that. And from a content creator perspective, if they release it with the same level of features that SW does, meaning you can orchestrate your own private tournaments, and things like that, that has tremendous value to us as content creators. So whether I like it or not, I think it would be very positive for us. And I would likely start hosting tournaments with actually decent rewards for it. So I think it would be a good thing, my friend. Long answer, or a short answer, I think it would be a good thing. Long answer, you just heard. Yeah, I did hear. It did really suck to hear it. Yeah, seems like the stereotypical abrasive. Oh, he's a New York person? I don't know where he's from, to be honest. Yeah, I think the streaming would increase. I 100% agree with you. I'm honestly happy. We've grown. Like, when I started, we would barely get like 8 or 9 people, but now we're usually around 12 to 15. So, I've only been back, like, what, maybe a month and a half? So, I mean, we are gaining. We are gaining people, and I appreciate you guys' support, by the way. Like, I legitimately appreciate your support and coming back. And if you are bringing in new people to my stream saying, hey, check this guy out, I appreciate it. Because it is a rough life, man, trying to get new people. Well, the balancing would be a bit hard, too, considering not everyone have ML to do live PvP unless, well, no, I mean, that's just the same old, though, really, right? I don't think it matters live versus non-live for RTA, because I mean you still have to deal with that in regular arena anyway, so I don't think that will be an issue. Do you plan to get that Disney streaming service? There'll be Marvel and Star Wars shows there. I haven't seen a list of shows, but if they want me to subscribe to it, then I would love for them to bring back Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Punisher. If they can bring all those over to Disney, which I hear they're not going to do because they want to focus on PG content, not PG-13 or PG-13 and lower, and not the kind of content that was in those Netflix shows. Unless there's just a really good one that's, I think The Mandalorian. I take that back. I have heard of one. The Mandalorian. It depends on how that one comes out. If people end up telling me like The Mandalorian is awesome, then I'll likely get it. I'll likely get the service just for that one show. So it's on my list of ones to watch, because there's The Mandalorian and one other one that piqued my interest when I heard it. I can't remember which one it was though, but there is another one other than that. I'm really interested to see, have you guys, because I'm an Apple devices fan. I'm not really big on their PCs, but I really like their devices. iPad, iPhone, Apple TV, Apple Watch. All those I'm a very big fan of. And they're actually coming out with their own streaming service. And on their last developers conference, or the one before last, they talked about some of the original shows they're going to have. Like Steven Spielberg's bringing back Amazing Stories. I don't know if you guys ever watched that. Kent, if you did, because I know you're around my age. But Amazing Stories was an alternative to the Twilight Zone. It was another anthology piece type TV show, which was really good. I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to that. There was a couple of other ones too that was interesting. There was one where I guess something happens in the world, like in our past or something, and everyone from that point's born blind. So it's like years and years, centuries later, like we're, you know, all advanced and everything, and everyone's blind. So if everyone's been blind forever, always, like, what does that world look like, right? So I thought that was such an interesting concept. You have to be more creative with the fights. You can't predict AI. Yeah, that's very, very honest. Current arena, to go to Kitwan's point, current arena is you going, okay, I know how this AI is going to perform, if it's going to use S2 or S3. So it's pretty much set. But with the person, it's completely different. You have to think more on your feet. So I agree. There are people that love that it would change it like that. As an Apple fan, what do you think about this? Oh my God. So I'm watching that, right? And I'm like, okay. And I noticed that they're harping on how much the Sony reference monitor is, right? They're like, well, this monitor is $45,000. I'm like, okay, so Apple's obviously setting us up because this monitor is going to be ridiculously expensive because they keep pointing out $45,000 for this monitor, right? So finally they get to the price of theirs and they're like, okay, ours is only what? One is $499, the other is $599. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, these monitors aren't built for me, right? So I didn't care one way or the other. So I was like, oh, all right. Well, you know, people in that industry are going to save a ton of money. And then he's all, you know, he's telling all the component prices. And he's all, and the stand is going to be $9,999. I'm like, my mouth literally hit the floor. I was like, what did he just say? Are they high? $1,000 for a stand that's a heat sink. Because remember, he said the stand's a heat sink because of the heat that it generates for whatever modes you can put it in. And that mode basically on other ones would only last for like 15 minutes or something. And I was like, I don't give a flying poop if the monitor is like the neural network for freaking Skynet. I ain't paying I wouldn't buy the monitor anyway because it's not for me. But $1,000 for a freaking stand. A stand. And they're all like, well, it's precisely engineered. I was like, what? How is that? Like, that's the only time in an Apple conference where I ever heard people boo. Like, for the first time ever, they actually booed. Like, did you see how quick they changed gears, though? You see how quick they're like, all right, we gotta move. Like, they started flying through after those boos. And I don't blame them. It was ridiculous. My guess is that because they're so much lower than that one reference monitor they were showing, they figure they could make up some of the cost within the stand. That's what I'm thinking. Because someone's already saving like $38,000, right? By going, even with the high-end Apple monitor, it was still only $6,000. The reference monitor they were showing, which was ridiculously good, was $45,000. So there's $38,000 a company would save by going with theirs. So I guess they figured that they were justified to charge $1,000 for the mount price. I just thought it was ridiculous. There's no effing way. Hell no. Hell to the no. I don't know why they present it, but wasn't really the market for it. People in that industry would really care and just buy it. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm thinking the people, it's possible, like you're saying, the people who booed aren't even in that industry. You're 100% correct. They're like, you know, maybe they run Adobe After Effects because they're a YouTube editor or whatever, right? So they don't necessarily need that kind of power, but they want it and they like Apple, so they figure I'll just get it from Apple. That could be it, Kent. You're likely probably right. It's just that still, I think $1,000. I would rather that they have raised the price of the monitor by $899 and then sold the monitor for $200. Because it's just like, it seems like, I mean, that Apple already has the Apple tax. The Apple, I'm sure, have you guys ever heard of that? The Apple tax? It's basically the concept that you can buy the same thing, the same equivalent hardware on PC for significantly less. So the difference that people call that is the Apple tax. I agree. Because then no one would have ever known. They would have been like, all right, it's still cheaper, right? They would have looked at it and said, so now it's $8,000 instead of $45,000. And they would have been like, all right, this is still a much better deal than the other stuff. You are 100% right, my friend. I like so agree with you. Oh God, no, the average consumer would not pay $1,000 for the monitor. Hell no. For the stand, I'm sorry, for the stand. That's ridiculous. Like, yep, you're 100% right. That's why I agree with you. I don't know why they did that. Like, I really don't. I was watching it and my mouth literally fell on the floor. Because I liked what they had to say about, like, all the stuff they had to say about iOS. All that stuff was really good. But that monitor stand price was like just a black eye to otherwise what I thought was really good. I liked all the changes with Apple Watch, iOS 13 I like. Hell, I even bought these for the changes to these where now it'll automatically pop up or tell me when read a text message to me, and then I could just like reply by saying, oh, reply back, blah, 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 and it's done. I honestly bought these because I thought that was a cool feature. Like to have my text messages read to me and me not have to whip out my phone. Like if I'm running or I'm exercising and I have these in, like that's great. Like I don't have to break my stride. I can just boom, boom, boom. So I mean, it was good, except for that. Except for that, it was good. I just really can't believe they did that. Like, wow. So crazy. I just bought these, Mad Gamer. I was using these, my wireless Beat Studio 3s. I do love them. I think they're still superior audio quality, just listening wise. But these don't have a microphone. They do not have a microphone. But the actual audio experience I think is better than the AirPods. I really do. But I like that feature. I'm being honest. I really like that feature enough to where I'll retire these and maybe give them to my kids. The thing is, though, I paid a lot of money for these. These were not cheap. These were not cheap at all. Not even a little bit cheap. So, but I like wireless, right? Especially when I'm streaming, I don't have a cable to worry about tripping over or anything like that. Because I am a cable tripper. We have a lot of wires here, chargers basically. Because this is our game room. So controllers could be plugged in and stuff like that. And I've tripped over, I can't tell you how many controllers walking in and out of here. So to me, it's worth it. Less of a safety hazard. All right, let me see. It looks like we got some revenges up. Let's see, what's this guy? Or girl, for all I know. I want a sure thing. For the last one, I want a sure thing. Yeah, we killed a Dizzy, and it's just a long, long, long fight. Ugh. But it's a sure thing. My kid loves yours. I buy all the latest gamer gear, and he gets my year-old stuff and still super relevant. Yeah, I do this exact same thing. Exact same thing with phones and everything. Like my daughter got my when I upgraded to the iPhone XS Max, I gave my son my iPhone X, and then I gave his iPhone 7 to my youngest son, And then when I upgraded to my iPhone X, because all my other kids had newer phones, I gave my daughter, she had an old iPhone 4. I gave her my iPhone 6S Plus. And so she was really, and she still has it. My daughter takes amazingly good care of the things that she gets passed down to. Like that iPhone 6S is still, oh, dude, I meant to howl. God. I meant to howl. Gosh dang it. But yeah, she takes amazingly good care of it. So I never mind passing stuff down to my daughter. She is very, very careful with the things we give her. If we would have howled, we could have had a chance to silence one of those and made this a lot quicker fight. Ugh. Now it's needlessly long. And she still has her heal, by the way. Angelica still has her other heal. So she's going to get, this Diane's going to get healed up pretty nice. Combo, combo! Ah! Combo, combo! Ah! Here comes the heal from Angelica. But yeah, Kent, you are so cool, dude. Like, it'd be awesome if you were closer. Hang out with you. Shoot the poop. Nice. But I'm not like one of those like needy friends. You ever have those friends that just like, they're just kind of all up on you? I'm not like that. Like, I say we'd hang out all the time, but in truth, it'd be like, hey, dude, let's hang out. And then like, it'd be like the day before, and you'd be like, hey, Russ, we're gonna hang out? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not like, I am that one friend that always makes plans, and then the day before or the day of has a million reasons why I can't. If I was still in LA, it would be more possible. Yeah, it would be. That's all right. You're saving your points for the dinner with Val, or breakfast, or lunch with Val, so. Unless someone beats you to the redemption. Because I only have one of those in there. I think we've got enough to kill her, which should kill, whatchamacallit. Should kill her, right? Yep, popped her. Oh, store. Exclamation point store. Wait, what? Why didn't that come up? Oh, there it goes. It was just really slow. That was crazy. That took forever to pop up on my screen. I think lunch with Val is 3,000 the last I remember. I think it's 3,000. Oh, it's 5,000. Dude, I thought I got rid of the Mercy. I thought someone redeemed it. Who redeemed the Boober from Fraggle Rock? I don't remember who redeemed that. I really don't. I thought I still had that one too. I remember the Orion. I remember when that one got... I remember the Diva. What about the Little Shop of Horrors? Oh, no. Wait, yeah. No, the Little Shop of Horrors was one I just gave away as a gift. That's right. The Little Shop of Horrors, I had an Audrey 2 pop. It was a larger one. That one was was it last year? Last year's Christmas gift, yeah. That was my Christmas gift to viewers last year, and I had a raffle for it. So that's why that one's not in the store. Yeah, it's 5. Alright. I still have to exercise. And according to my watch, I did pretty good. So it's probably not going to be a long one. Thank goodness. Because I'm not really feeling a long exercise today. I'm really not. I'm a little tired. A little slightly cranky. Not like ultra cranky. But cranky in that I'm like sleepy. And you know how you kind of like when you get that sleepy, you don't want to do anything. I honestly just want to take a shower and lay down in my bed and watch more. What show am I? Oh, I just finished Lucifer, the new season of Lucifer. I finished season 2 of The Orville. What the hell am I watching right now? I'm watching something on Netflix. That's what I want to do. I literally don't want to exercise. I want to take my shower and just watch whatever the hell show it is. Oh, Black Mirror. Because Black Mirror season 5's out. So, yeah, it is that time, Smitty. Smitty is the one who actually redeemed the diva. He redeemed the diva. I remember that. And then Paintball Bubba redeemed the Orion, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember who redeemed the Fraggle Rock one. I literally don't. Dude, Stranger Things Season 2 was really good. I'm looking forward to Season 3 here in a month and 3 days. It's going to be so good. So freaking good. Yeah. You definitely got to, dude. It's so freaking good. Actually, there's no music on, so I don't need the headphones. We're going to be wrapping it up here real soon anyway. Start charging them. There we go. But yeah, Stranger Things is very, very good. I'm a fan of the show for sure. See, for me, it's like hard because then I know if I like binge it, it's not going to be there for a long time again, right? So I'm very conservative when it's like my favorite shows on Netflix. When it's like a new unknown show, like Altered Carbon. Like, I didn't hear about Altered Carbon. I just saw it sitting in, like, Netflix as new. What's his name? Violet J in here get? Oh, maybe Violet J got the Boober, the Fraggle Rock one. Maybe he did. You're right. Dude, I forgot all about Violet J. I haven't seen him in a long time. I haven't seen him in here in a freaking long time. It's been a while. Like, since DHC started to go down, and I was still playing, I remember he was like, I'm not having fun anymore, that kind of thing. Haven't seen him since then. Oh my goodness, dude. Don't talk to me about Lost. I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest with you. Lost, early Lost, excellent show. I say, the last and second to last season, absolute garbage. Yes, I have heard from Deep V. He was on vacation for a while, and he is back at his job. Oh, wait. It actually is streaming on YouTube? YouTube says it wasn't streaming. Hold on a second. I didn't even know, because my YouTube page did not show me live. Oh, my gosh. And the YouTube people were talking to me. And I closed my dual window because it said I wasn't streaming. Oh, no. And they've been talking to me. Oh, my gosh. YouTube guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, I have egg all over my face. Okay, YouTube guys, here's my defense. Okay, here's my defense. I swear I wasn't ignoring you. I've actually been streaming. So I started my stream, okay? I started my stream according to OBS. I started my stream 2 hours and 13 minutes ago. When I started my stream, I looked at my YouTube channel and YouTube had not said I was streaming. I look at my elapsed time from YouTube and it says I've only been streaming for an hour and a half. So for whatever reason, there was a huge delay for YouTube to pick up my stream. I'm so sorry. I was not ignoring, but I didn't see it, so I closed my window. I closed it because I was like, all right, I'll figure out the technical issues later. So oh man. These people were trying to talk to me. I'm so embarrassed. You guys were trying to talk to me and I'm not. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Oh. Oh, I feel so bad. I know, Darnell. I'm so sorry. Next time, I'll tell you what. I'm going to leave the dual chat up no matter what next time. But I swear to you, I will screenshot that YouTube says I've only been streaming for a little over an hour and a half. But OBS, which starts my YouTube stream, says it's been 2 hours and 14 minutes. So, I'm so sorry. I am so... Yeah, I thought it was broke. I actually restarted my stream like 2 or 3 times trying to fix it. I appreciate you understanding, Darnell. To everyone else in YouTube, I offer a seriously sincere apology, and I will from now on leave it up and just note that it takes a while sometimes for the YouTube portion to start up, which is just the first time it's ever happened. No, you're not getting ignored. I have my dual chat back up. And it really wasn't one of the greatest shows ever, Kent. I'm sorry, buddy. For the first time, we have our first major agreement. I think that Lost was quite possibly one of the worst shows. Because of how... Okay, so this is what makes it one of the worst shows. It started off so strong. Lost started off so strong, dude. Lost was like... Okay, let me farm real quick while we're doing this so people aren't just stuck watching this. Like... It started off so strong, the mystery of the island, with the Dharma Corporation, with how all this stuff was going to eventually tie together. And every season, they made a step that always seemed in the right direction. They always made this step where it was like, oh, I want to know more. I want to know how this ties in, how this ties in, how this. The last 2 seasons, honestly, I feel like the writers pulled down their pants and just said, we are out of ideas, and whatever just flops out of our buttocks right now, that's going to be what we do for these last 2 seasons. Because it was ridiculous, dude. It was like, okay, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Okay? Fair warning, spoiler alert. The whole show came back to rebooting the island. They literally just had to pick up a plug, drain out some water, put the plug back in, reboot it, and there we were. Oh my, that the whole show boiled down to the island had to be rebooted. No, dude, he had to. No, I know about the whole flashback, flash forwards, right? I get it. I understand what Jack was saying at the end as he's looking at the airplane and he's dying, right? And then his dad's there because at that point, you know, his dad's in the thing and he's like, we all had such a bonding experience that we waited here for each other, right? We waited in this not purgatory, but like pit stop for everyone to die. And some had died sooner, some had died later. Like, I get it. I totally get all of that. But still, to stop the big baddie in the show, you had to reboot the island. Ridiculous. Oh my god. I can't. I'm sorry, bud. We can talk about seasons, because was it 10 seasons or 12 seasons? 9 seasons, I think. We could talk about seasons 1 through 7, and I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you that it was amazing. I'm right there with you. 1 through 7. 8 and 9, terrible. 8 and 9, so terrible. So terrible. You watch, oh my gosh, Kent. This is the first, it's okay. I mean, we couldn't always directly agree. But hold on, Darnell has a question for me. It's okay, I'll hit you next stream. Val, a question. Did you see anything that's been going on with E3 this year? I actually decided to be in an E3 black hole this year just because I haven't been doing a lot of PC gaming. So there was only a few titles I was interested in, which was Borderlands 3, Cyberpunk 2077, and the new Pokemon games. Like, beyond that, and I actually didn't even I missed the conferences for all of those. I caught some of the Twitch show that was sponsored by Epic Games. So I saw a lot of that. But I really didn't watch the Microsoft, didn't watch the Sony. Well, Sony didn't have one. That's right. Sony didn't have one, if I remember correctly. But I honestly, Darnell, I didn't really focus on it this year. I really didn't. You pick up new stuff every time? I guess, Kent. I will not rewatch it. Me, my best friend here, we were both into it at the exact same time, and he agrees with me that season 8 and 9 was like the biggest poop in our faces there ever was. Because we were both hardcore. Dude, we would have these long discussions about it at work. Like, on our lunch, we'd be like, oh, dude, did you see XYZ? What do you think this means? Etc., etc. Like, we would have these really great conversations. But those conversations, season 8, and 9 were just non-existent. We would just, like, for instance, when it shows the three-toed statues, like, right, remember, was it season 8? When you find out that the smoke monster has a brother, so it's like, I don't know, like light and dark, basically. So the smoke monster has a brother, and you remember the brother lived in the three-toed statue, like in the husk of the three-toed statue, and it was like, what was up with the 3 toes? Like, what was going on here? It's like, some stuff was just never explained. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just really didn't like it. Cyberpunk 2077, you can't wait for next year. Yeah, I'm very excited. Very, very excited for Cyberpunk. It looks really freaking good. CD Projekt has done really... I mean, look at the Witcher series. A very, very amazeballs series. Very, 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 very good. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it, Darnell. No doubt. No doubt. I'm very much looking forward to it. But no, my show that I like to rewatch, Kent, which it's one of my, I don't want to say it's my favorite show ever, but it's like one of my top, I say 5 shows of all time, and that's How I Met Your Mother. Because remember, I'm more of a comedy guy. I really, really like comedy. So I've watched that's all, what, 10 seasons? I think it's 10, or maybe it's only 9, but I've watched them several times. I would say twice. No, 3 times. I've watched it 3 times from start to beginning. Yeah, How I Met Your Mother is just so freaking amazing. We're back on track? All right, awesome. 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 All right, so just a few closing things I do want to say. So to everyone, I am going to be reviewing Dizzy once she is 60. I do plan on changing my review format. So you're going to notice that it's going to be a little different. I'm going to have a character intro. There won't be the camera in the very beginning. Then we're going to actually bookmark so you can jump to certain parts. Like if you want to know about a skill or if you want to know about gear, I'm going to put timestamps in the actual video. And then we're going to focus on only talking about that for that portion. Then we'll move on to the next thing instead of kind of how it's all over the place and there's no timestamps, so you can't. Then there's really no character intro. So it's basically just me talking at you. So I'm trying to get better. I'm hoping to have that posted, let's say by Saturday. But please make sure you watch it and leave your feedback. Like if you don't like the new format, you rather it just be me yakking at you without all the extra stuff, let me know. But I think it's going to be a positive change. I really, really do. I just want to make the review videos better, other than, you know, just me yakking at you. But anyway, that's really it. Look for it by Saturday, I'm hoping. I have some of it shot already because it's taking me longer because I'm actually trying to do a decent intro with the character, showing it using its skills, while I kind of do a little voiceover work for it. And explain how I see the character, like an overview basically in the beginning with just a little short intro, you know, with her doing S3, S2, all that kind of killing stuff, right? So I plan on doing that, and then with the little intro on how I see the character, and then we'll move into the review proper with, you know, the breakdown of skills and abilities and gear. I'm actually going to order it, and every video is going to follow that order. So, you know, it'll be like, we're talking about this, this, this. So overview, then in-depth review of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then end the video, right? So that's what I plan on doing. Hopefully you like it once you see it all in motion. But that's going to do it for this stream. Again, a bajillion million apologies to my YouTube viewers. You are not being ignored. I just didn't know. I really didn't know. All right. As always, thank you all for watching. And all you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty.